Hello, very good morning to you. It is going to be a bit of a cloudy day for many of us, although worth bearing in mind there's some decent sunshine on offer for eastern parts this morning. The wettest weather that we had across western Scotland overnight, that's now eased, but nonetheless it is going to be quite damp across western parts of Scotland, and some of that rain pushing further east, albeit turning a bit lighter and fragmenting as it goes. Further south, and yes, after a largely sunny start for those eastern parts, we are going to see the cloud elsewhere pushing its way in. So most places turning pretty grey, and there will be some outbreaks of rain. Some of them could be a little bit on the heavy side, but perhaps not as much in the way of heavy thundery downpours compared to what we saw at the start of the week. There will be some sunshine breaking out in a few places, and if you catch any of this sunshine away from those showery bursts, it's going to feel warm enough, temperatures peaking in the low, possibly mid-20s for some places, but generally under the cloud, a bit of a fresher feel to things, some places staying in those mid to high teens Celsius. Later on as we go overnight, still quite cloudy for many places for a little while yet. Still some outbreaks of rain, could be some heavier bursts of rain across parts of Lincolnshire into Yorkshire for a time. Also the far east, southeast of Scotland could see some heavier bursts. Elsewhere, the cloud will break up a little bit in a few places, and so we will see some clearer skies, maybe some across parts of Northern Ireland, around the central belt, across the Midlands and the far south of England as well. But again, similar to last night really, temperatures not dropping a huge amount, mid-teens for most of us, so a fairly warm start to the day on Wednesday morning. Then through the day itself, there's a swathe of wet weather out in the North Sea. Some question marks as to how close this is going to get towards us, but there is the potential that we could see some heavier rain feeding into some eastern parts of England, and this could intensify a little bit more as we go through the afternoon, so that could cause some localised issues. A few outbreaks of heavier rain possible elsewhere as well, some hefty showers across southern counties and some more persistent rain pushing into the far northwest of Scotland. In between those zones that I mentioned, there could be some wet weather around, a few spots of rain here and there, but it's generally going to be often quite dry, though still quite cloudy, not that much sunshine on offer, maybe some bright sunny spells, and similar to today really, if you catch any of that sunshine, feeling pretty warm with temperatures in the low, possibly mid-20s, but many places those temperatures peg back a little bit and feeling fresher if you get that cloud and if you get that rain. Now as we go through later on in the week, we are going to see a bit of a ridge of high pressure building, so that's likely to quieten our weather down. So most places will be turning mostly dry, not totally dry. Some weak fronts may push into the north and west in particular, so a bit more cloud and a bit more rain there at times. And with the drier weather, there are signs that we should see temperatures rising again as we go towards the end of the week, so a good chance that we're going to get back into the high 20s for some of us. But for more information about what we can expect, well, why don't you watch the deep dive, which will be available later with Aidan on both our YouTube and Spotify channels. See you again soon. Bye-bye.